yeah. Come outside looking like a snack. Hurry up, get in, hell yeah. Come with me on this mission. Riding down the cars. I wanna for sure.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. It's Bella here. In today's tutorial, I created this full coverage makeup glam look for you guys. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, then just keep on watching. And if you want to be entered in any of our future giveaways, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed to our channel, and make sure that you hit that bell button so that you never miss a video. And then make sure you comment done down below so that you'll be entered in all of our future giveaways. So the first thing that I did was I grabbed my Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer, and I just used this as an eyeshadow primer, so I just applied it all over my eyelid, and then I went in with a damp beauty sponge to blend it out, and then I set it with some translucent powder. Next, I'm going in with the Pop Beauty Celestial Light Highlighter, and as you guys know, this is my go-to brow bone highlight. For the palette, I'm going in with the Blushing Berries palette from Dose of Colors. I honestly love all of their palettes that are similar to this. They're just super pigmented, and I love how they're all matte because then you could just add your favorite pop of color to the lid. So first I went in with the lightest shade in the palette, which is the light pink shade, and I just put it in my crease, going in back and forth motions as my transition shade. Next, I went into the next darkest shade in the palette, and I just started to apply this above my actual crease, going in back and forth motions. I love to use a defined angled brush because it helps with control of the eyeshadow, just keeping it pretty low. And then I went back into that lighter pink shade once again, and I really buffed that out over that line just to make sure that everything is nice and diffused. Next, I went in with the black shade in the palette, and I grabbed a defined angled brush, and I started to trace where I applied the shadow in my crease previously. And this is my favorite way to add depth in the crease, just because it's so easy to blend it out just by layering the eyeshadows. And then I went into the two pink shades once again, just to really buff out that black line so it doesn't look as harsh. Next, I went in with the Dose of Colors Set the Tone Cream Matte Eyeshadow in the shade Shady, which is this beautiful matte black cream shadow, and I just applied it all over my lid. And this is pretty much going to be the base for the color that I'm going to be applying on top, but I wanted to go back into those pink shades once again just to really diffuse those edges so it's not so harsh. Especially when you're working with black eyeshadow, it will take a minute to blend it out. Next, I went into the Desi X Katy Friendcation palette, and I took the shade Game Over, and I applied it right on top of that black cream shadow. And I just really love how these two products layer together because it almost brings out the glitter in the shadow. Next, I went into my Sophie Bella lashes in style Barbados. You guys should keep a lookout because we are going to be having a huge Black Friday sale starting on Thanksgiving. So just keep an eye out. And next, I'm just putting some black pencil in my waterline. Any black pencil will work. And then I grabbed that Celestial Light highlighter once again, and I just popped that in my inner tear duct. And now I'm going to be pretty much repeating what we did in the crease on the lower lashes. So I'm grabbing the first pink shade in the palette and just buffing it out on my lower lashes. And then I went into the matte black eyeshadow once again, but I focused it really close to my lash line, just smoking it out. And then I went back into the first two pink shades in the palette once again, just to really make sure that everything is nice and blended. And the last thing that I did was I applied some lower lash mascara, and this is the finished eye look. Super dramatic and super full coverage glam for the eyes. If you want to see how I achieved the face, then just keep on watching. So I wanted to go in with something hydrating because my skin felt really dry, so I went in with these e.l.f. booster drops, and they're super affordable. And honestly, it made my skin feel super hydrated, and I really liked how it looked, especially when you're going in with so much makeup. it's nice to hydrate the skin before. So for foundation, I'm actually mixing the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation and the Becca Skin Love Foundation. So the Charlotte Tilbury is more of a satin finish and the Skin Love is more of a dewy finish. So I just wanted to mix the two and just really see how it looks. And I honestly really liked how they look together. They're both super full coverage. And to cream contour, I used my Anastasia stick in the shade Mink. And pretty much I just contoured my cheekbones, my nose, a little bit on my lips, and my jawline, as well as my forehead. And then I just blended everything out with a damp beauty sponge. And then for concealer, I used the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. You guys, this is my holy freaking grail. This, I feel like, is better than Tarte Shape Tape because it doesn't dry you out as much as the Tarte Shape Tape. It has a little bit of a hydrating effect as well as being full coverage. So I highly recommend this one. I just put it on the high points of my face, so underneath my eyes, my nose, my chin, and a little bit on my forehead. And then I just blended it out with the same beauty sponge, and to set that in place I used my Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I really like to bake with a beauty sponge, so I just put it underneath my eyes and a little bit on my nose. And I don't let it sit for too long because it could be a little bit drying, so I wipe it away shortly after. And to highlight, I used the Master Chrome from Maybelline in the shade Molten Gold. And honestly, you guys, this highlighter is so bomb, and it's Drugstore, so I highly recommend for you guys to check it out. And then I used my BH Cosmetics Cocoa Cutie bronzer, and I just put it in all the areas that I cream contoured. For blush, I used my Makeup Geek blush in the shade XOXO. And I just put it right on top of my bronzer and highlighter just to kind of merge the two together. And then I baked underneath, but I wiped it away right after because I feel like if I let that sit too long, it will leave a harsh line. So for lip liner, I used my Makeup Forever lip liner in the shade 21, and then I mixed the Dose of Colors Let's Cuddle and the Dose of Colors Desi X Katie My Main. And Let's Cuddle is a little bit more of a matte, or it is a matte liquid lipstick, and My Main is a satin finish. So I really like that lip combo. And then I added the over the top gloss from the Desi X Katie on top, and this is the finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit that bell button so you never miss a video. And like I said before, look out for our Shop Sophie Bella Black Friday sales. They will be starting on Thanksgiving Day. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one.